Hey guys, Luke here and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 7 of The Player. Now last episode I wouldn't reveal who we're taking on. Obviously this episode, Chelsea is the team we're taking on. It's, they're really top side in this game, like top side. In my Liverpool side, they're the best. They're the best team by far. In terms of the actual lineup they're putting out for this game, not that great. And this is an interesting game. It's going to be a first, and hopefully it won't be something that happens a lot, but we'll explain exactly what I mean by it being a first later. It'll all make sense pretty soon. Right here, in fact, you can see our player goes down with an injury. Now I wasn't too sure, like my player has gone down with a few injuries before, just little niggles, and then after a minute or so he ends up getting back on, and we can go back to doing our business. Wasn't the case this time. We ended up having to get substituted off. I don't know who got substituted off for us, but team ended up losing 1-0 to Chelsea. There's no shame in that. Capital One Cup, we're going pretty well on that, and it was a bit disappointing not to be able to try and get through and win a trophy, because I think at this stage of the season with Southampton, the team just isn't strong enough to really contest for anything in the Premier League. So FA Cups and that sort of stuff, that's what we need to concentrate on really, as well as the league, just to try not get a pretty good position. But yeah, I think you understand what I mean. Now what's even more disappointing was that we had a game directly after against Man City, which I was super bummed about. I'm not sure in terms of like the dates whether I would have ended up playing anyway due to fitness and that sort of stuff, but we do lose 2-1 after having a 1-0 lead, and there's going to be a whole bunch of simulated games here just due to the injury and that sort of stuff, and I can't help it. I'm not going to watch these games just to get a goal or something, so it's going to be simulated stuff here. Murray picked up a goal, but I was super disappointed to play against Man City, because when you have teams like Man City, you want to go out, you want to impress for potential higher clubs like Man City. I would move to Man City. I don't know if they came in straight away if I'd go for them, but who knows what the future holds. We have to wait and see. But for those sort of teams like the Liverpools, the Man City's, Chelsea's, that sort of stuff, you want to put in good performances, and it was disappointing to get injured against Chelsea. Because my chance to impress there, and then directly after that would have been another chance to impress against City. And then also Europa League. Not that game really matters, because we've kind of sewn up our spot into the next round. But yeah, this next game against Stoke, our Premier League form, it's just not good enough really, and I feel without me in their side, they just don't really offer much, and as you can see, their results haven't been great. Now up against Norwich, who got promoted last year, or sorry, into this season. This is their first year back up. I think Cameron Jerome put them in front, and then they got another goal through Hooper. And Hooper's actually been back on the radar for an England call-up, so must be going alright this season for Norwich, back in the Premier League, and they get a third goal through Jerome, so that's another loss. And as you can see, all the objectives we didn't meet. I don't even know why they gave us the objectives, considering we weren't fit for any of them. There wasn't even the option to play, so there's that. But we are fit enough to come back and play for Australia up against Ireland, which is something I hold dear to my heart as well, because, well, actually it's probably not suitable because I'm actually Northern Irish, but Ireland, I always thought I was actually like Ireland, but it turns out I was actually Northern Irish, so there's that. But for a long time, Ireland were like my second side, and I suppose they are to some degree. But we go and score a goal here pretty early on. It was just a nice little turn there, and from our layoff we come back with long hair, so there's that. We kind of have the Luka Modric haircut. And then I forget who, I think it was Milo or someone was the one who scored that goal, but that was a really nice finish. And what's annoying is I feel I make those shots a lot, and they just end up being saved easy as you'd like. So a little bit annoying. Like I'm not saying the shot wasn't bad, I'm saying it was a good shot, but when I do it, they seem to get saved all the time. We have a nice little 360 there. It wasn't on the spot or anything, but it was still nice. And then we just pass it off, and I don't know who it was taking the shot, but he really should have done better with that. At least get it on target. But 1-1 is how it ended. I feel personally I played pretty well. 6.9 is sort of like a mid-range sort of game. We weren't dominating, but we're effective. We're adequate for that game. So let's just go with that. I don't even know if that made sense or not. But the next game is something I'm really excited about. I was talking previously about games that people are going to be watching, you want to make an impact, and this England game is definitely one of them. Whether we can do that, I don't know, because the team we're fielding isn't exactly the greatest. looks to be a pretty young side of Beanie was playing. You know, Cahill's not there anymore, and we've got to live with that. We do go and put a really strong tackle on Rooney. I wouldn't have had too much to complain about if we had gotten a red. You can make your argument that it should have been a red. Right in the 45th minute, end up giving away a penalty, and I think Rooney will step up and he'll shoot and he'll score. Maybe if we had injured him or destroyed him a little bit harder, he wouldn't have been able to take that penalty shot. Or penalty shot, yeah. Not that we want to wish injuries on people, because we just came back from an injury ourselves the game before that. But yeah, we had a really nice cross there, and that should have been enough to get us a goal there. It didn't, so we just got to move on from that. And the best teams can just move on from those little things. Like, you know, there might be a mistake or might be a steer that you miss, but it's the best teams that can go, you know what, let's move on from that. Let's not dwell on it. And the Socceroos, I don't think we're at that stage yet. Like I said, we're a very young side, and I'm the best player in the team by far, I think, in terms of ratings wise, and I think in terms of actual, you know, just ability, straight up, best player in the side. And if I don't really create anything, then nothing will happen. It's similar situation I'm in at Southampton, probably similar ratings too. So we got a message from the boss at Southampton, Coleman, and he said that we're going to be playing in the next match, so it's good to see. I don't know who we're taking on, but we'll find out soon. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you can leave a like, and hopefully you can subscribe to my channel. Bye guys.